Yeah, this is my benefit concert. We went with about 15 people from America. We went to the blind school in Zhengzhou, China. And this is the front of the building and the entrance, and that's the back. And the building is, it's a 7th-floor building, and the first 3 floors were restaurants and little shops for tourists. And the second 2 floors, the 4th and 5th floor, was where we stayed, the hotel. And the 5th floor was also a massage clinic where the blind students, they lived in the same building and they went to school in the same building. And they learned how to become massage therapists. So when they graduate from the school, they can stand on their own feet and they can make their own living. And the 6th and 7th floor was the school, and the 6th floor was the classrooms and the dorms for the students, and the 7th floor was mainly the cafeteria and the kitchen. So we took a look at one of their dorms, and as you can see, it's very closely packed together. The beds were very close together, and we found out about 12 to 14 students stayed in one room, and so as you can see, it's very crowded. And so this was one of their bathrooms in the school, and I felt it was really like primitive, so it needs to be like renovated. And this was the 7th floor, as I said before, was where we ate lunch with the students, and there were about 66 students, and they all ate together in one big room. And the kitchen right here was where we got our food served, and it was really hot in the kitchen, first of all because it was the 7th floor and it was really hot in China. And the cafeteria had like a tin roof, so a lot of the heat was trapped inside. And the floor was really oily and greasy, and we had to be careful where we stepped when getting our food. And during the evenings, I taught the students how to play Amazing Grace on the recorder. And I brought 14 recorders over to China. And how it kind of went down was we started out with about 27, 28 people wanting to learn. So each pair would share one recorder. And later on in the week, when I taught them Amazing Grace and they were practicing on their own, they would come to me to take like a little test, which was they just played Amazing Grace once. And whoever passed the test got to keep the recorder, and they got to perform on the last night of our trip, which was like the talent show night, where all the blind students performed whatever they wanted to do. And I think it's really cool because exactly 14 people wanted to take the test. For example, exactly 14 people came up to me and said, I want to take a test, and all 14 people passed. So I thought that was kind of amazing. And these were the 14 people that performed with me on June 21st, on the last night. And in the afternoons, the students learned American and Chinese gospel songs. For example, Amazing Grace, Silent Night, and some Chinese pieces. And this young lady right here is Auntie Lucy Tsai. She's there in the blue dress. And she's an amazing vocalist, so she would teach them the lyrics and the melodies for the songs. While me on the flute and Jack Bull on the guitar would accompany her, so we were kind of like the worship team for our students.